Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the official virtual launch of SealNet, your one-stop global digital trade connector hub that offers solutions to address pain points that every trader faces. During this virtual event, ladies and gentlemen, you will have the opportunity to immerse yourself with intriguing presentations from our panels, including on how digitalization can revolutionize the trade and logistics industry. This virtual event is presented to you by Dinex Group Berhad, and I'm Jude Benjamin, your host this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's begin our event this morning with the opening remarks from Azlan Zainal Abidin, the Group Chief Executive Officer, IT and E-Services of Dinex Group Berhad. Please welcome Azlan.
Thank you very much. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Welcome to the official launch of SealNet. Thank you all for being here today with us. Today marks a new milestone for the Dinex Group as we officially launch SealNet, a suite of products and services that can change the dynamics of cross-border trade and logistics. As you know, Dinex has been in the trade facilitation business for over 30 years. We have experience in terms of knowledge, expertise, operation know-how in offering e-services for trade facilitation. We have been the operator of National Single Window for trade facilitation since its launch in 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, with SealNet, we hope to offer more products and services in cross-border trade as well as logistics to address your pain points and challenges that you face in running your business. With SealNet, we hope to offer you solutions to a seamless end-to-end trade and logistics processes using the forefront of technology. As we understand, when you have data transparency, data integrity in place, you can effectively manage your costs and make informed decisions, and then you can look forward to increased efficiency as well as, more importantly, higher returns. Inshallah, today we have lined up an action-packed agenda for you. Following this, you will hear from Tan Sri Datuk Sri Haji Said Zainal Abidin, our Group Managing Director of Dinex. Tan Sri will talk more about the trends in cross-border trades and logistics and officially launch SealNet. He will also talk, after Tan Sri, we will also have Encik Niti, the General Manager of SealNet. He will provide more details on SealNet's suite of products and services to choose from and to best address your needs. He will also talk about the attractive promotion in conjunction with SealNet's official launch. Of course, last but not least, what we have in store for you is we are honored today to have with us today Mr. Alvin Chua, President of the Federation of Malaysian Freight Forwarders. Alvin will represent the voice of the industry and talk about the challenges faced by the business and how the business can cope with these challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please enjoy the following presentations. Thank you. Back to you, Jude.
Tan Sri Datuk Sri Haji Said Zainal Abidin Said Muhammad Tahir, the Group Managing Director of Dinex Group, to present his keynote speech. Please welcome Tan Sri.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and very good morning to everyone. I hope everyone is safe at your respective home or offices, given we're still under lockdown. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining this virtual launch session of SealNet. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody, particularly the members of the media, for making time to be with us this morning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, over the last year and a half, all of us have managed to endure severe challenges to our businesses. whether you are multinational, whether you are SME, even the government. All of us are struggling to adapt into this disruption that's happening to all our business. Business have been disrupted in ways that we have never seen before. Many of us had difficulty in trying to adapt as we realized that the market is changing. Customers' behavior are also changing. The dynamics of the business have also changed. What was relevant then will not be relevant today. And we, as businesses, will continue to have to relook into all our business model and how to adapt to the vast changing. We also have to adapt in the way, we manage our business in the new norm. For example, for most of you who are in the logistic business, having to adapt and work from home, minimal interaction with your customers, with your stakeholders, pose a challenge. Some of us feel very uncomfortable because we are used to this human face-to-face interaction and having to engage with our customers. Then obviously all these challenges has put a very difficult strain on our financials of our company. And sad to see that some companies didn't adapt, and today they are struggling in a manner that we have not seen before. Now, as we brace to this, opening up of the economy, I think every businesses are looking at every opportunity into looking at improving our efficiencies. People are looking at how to manage the cost, how to improve the margin, despite the difficulties that they are facing today. And as we brace to this new norm and what we call this low-touch economy that we are facing today, one of the things that becomes very clear to all of us is the need to push towards digitalization. As you all can see, even the government, like government of Malaysia, have recently launched the My Digital Roadmap. And we can see how this COVID-19 pandemic has pushed even the biggest government, and the biggest economies of the world, accelerating their digitalization footprint. Now, for a business like us, I don't think really we don't have a choice. We really have to, accelerate and look at all the opportunities that's available out there, looking at new technology like AI, blockchain, big data, and so on and so forth, to make sure that we become more efficient, we improve our business, and more importantly, to be relevant in this, what we call the new norm of post-COVID-19. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with digitalization, one thing that we can be assured that there is definitely a bigger room for improvement in cross-border trade and logistics. We are facing far greater expectation around efficiency and performance that we have never seen before. Now, our customers are expecting faster time to market, reduced or zero defect rates, and lower shipping-related charges. Now, traders and logistic companies are aware of the importance of digitalization, but the internal system at the moment are acting in silos. And from our understanding and our interaction with our customers, and this is one of the pain points in the industry that we need to address, and this can lead in a stagnant efficiency and unnecessary cost. Now, as we move forward, I think we should turn into centralized system that links all existing internal system for better connectivity and more seamless trade processes. Another point in the industry that we are facing is congestion at ports. I'm sure some of you probably have experienced it yourself, and this is due to overwhelming goods. The situation is even made even more challenging in the past 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 spread to the world has led to lockdowns and border closure that restricted movement of goods. And social distancing at warehouses introduced by authorities to ensure safety of workers have also contributed to bottlenecks for freight. And we in SealNet has been interacting with our customers, and we are told that many of you are facing the same here in Malaysia. Now, such situation, unfortunately, can incur additional costs, including storage and demurrage, which can then be passed to consumers. And obviously today, you will have a very high reject if you pass higher costs to consumers. higher financing cost is another component that can add to the overall cost. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia, unfortunately, is ranked 41st in the world in the Logistic Performance Index, LPI, behind several countries that used to rank lower before us. And the LPI is developed by the World Bank, and it's an interactive benchmarking tool created to help countries rectify and identify the challenges and create opportunities they face in the performance on trade logistics and what they can do to improve their performance. Now, together, I'm in an opinion we can improve the index to much higher notches, and I believe the key solution to do this is nothing else but through digitalization. We have seen how digitalization can now not only benefit business, but also exceed evolving customer expectation and also bring greater good for the country. Now, for businesses like us and you and me, digitalization certainly cannot be ignored. We believe that those who will succeed are the ones who embrace digitalization. Many companies that have outperformed the competitors are the ones who have been keeping in pace with digitalization. As such, traders, people like you and me, logistic companies must embrace digitalization to thrive and to stay relevant forward. Now, DNEX, through our subsidiary DuggerNet, have been serving customers in trade facilitation for many, many years. And over the last year and a half, me and my team has been continually engaging with our customers to really understand the pain point that you are facing. We hear your views, we hear your frustration, and we hear the need to find new solution in managing efficiency and improving the way we do business. So to this end, I'm pleased to bring you today our solution SealNet that can help address the pain point and challenges that you are facing in cross-border and logistics. Now, ladies and gentlemen, SealNet is a digital trade and logistic platform that provides a one-stop cloud-based logistic and cross-border services to ease trade processes. It is targeted at importers, exporters, manufacturers, and trade-related businesses, and empowers customers with a platform that is easy to use and can be accessed anytime, anywhere, in real time. SealNet digitizes information flow and logistic management across all parties and across all borders, improving in trade value chain, and particularly without compromising data security. Now, what it does, it covers key parts of trade facilitation, value chain from initial stage of importers and exporters invoicing, packing lists, to the forwarding and the shipping journey, regulatory and authority clearance approval, and right up to the delivery point. It is indeed what we call the digital trade connector that enabling ease in not only regional, but global trade as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with better transparency and integrity in place, with effective cost management and informed decision-making, and as a business cross-border and trade logistic, you can then look into a much more increased efficiency and, of course, higher return to your business. More details on SealNet will be shared with you later on with Nitin, the CEO, in the following presentation. And this will include the suites of product that we have and services that SealNet is offering, and that you can choose based on what is relevant to your business. So I'm very excited this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I thank you for your valuable time. And I'm sure, after the presentation by Nitin, I'm quite confident that the solution that SealNet is providing to you will make and will help your business to be more efficient, and particularly to be more relevant as we struggle in this, this post-COVID environment. So with that, I thank you once again. And dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I'm pleased to officially launch SealNet today. Again, I would like to thank you for all your time this morning, and I wish you a pleasant day ahead, and stay safe as we brace to these new challenges in our economy. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And a very good morning. Thank you.
Global trading is one complex business. Export and import of goods throughout the world have become increasingly time-consuming and demands 100% due diligence. Purchase and delivery orders, paperwork, payments, billing, cargo and marine insurance, forwarding, transportation, storage, and customs declaration are just some of the parts of the entire process that needs to be monitored and tracked regularly. But what if there's a solution that connects all of the trade facilitation processes, making it seamless and smooth sailing within one comprehensive software? The solution? SealNet. Introducing SealNet, an integrated cloud-based solution that simplifies cargo and trade management processes via a one-stop portal. SealNet converges the supply chain and cross-border trade processes and captures data from multi-users. From the initial stage of exporters' invoicing and packing lists through the forwarding and shipping journey, regulatory and customs clearance and approvals, right up to the importer's door. What are the key benefits? With SealNet, importers and exporters can have real-time visibility and track the movement of cargo and electronic documents, clearance statuses and agency approvals, just from a single convenient point. SealNet helps you to save time. It connects to many government agencies across the global trade process, so you don't have to duplicate data entry work anymore. No more errors to delay the approval and clearance processes. SealNet provides you with back-end access to trade forms and data submissions, so generating business and regulatory reports will now be a breeze. SealNet, Global Digital Trade Connector. Make business flow. Global trade within your reach.
For your presentation earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to our virtual launch this morning, to more than 400 guests, more than 500 guests attending this virtual event this morning. Thank you for joining with us, and please stay tuned, because later on, in between the presentation that we have a lucky draw to be held in between the presentation. And now, it is my great pleasure to welcome the next presentation, our speaker this morning. He will be speaking on facilitating the digital trade, helping your business to grow and thrive in this digital era. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nityanandan Anthony, the General Manager of SealNet Sdn Bhd, for his presentation. Please welcome Mr. Niti.
A very good morning and a warm welcome to the launch of SealNet. The Next family is excited to share with you a revolutionary ecosystem for your digitalization journey. Let's get started. SealNet is a cross-industry, business-to-business digital trade connector. We provide a one-stop platform for all your businesses to connect, create business opportunities, and help the country to boost digital economy. Today, in the cost of doing trade and logistics business, you are dealing with multiple parties. Multiple documents used within the trade cycle. That also means multiple times of keying in the same information, right? What do you need in this world of digitalization? Basically, you need a trade connector to connect you to all your parties digitally, be it your partners, customers, banks, located locally or overseas. SealNet helps to connect all of you digitally. and sharing information from any system to any system. From traditional ways of ordering services from your suppliers and vendors, connecting digitally to them allows better visibility of operations and data performance. Some examples include digital banking, fleet operations, and so forth. In this digital era, there are many new technologies, be it artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud, big data, but you don't have to be an expert in all these technologies. You just need a digital trade connector with the latest innovation technology to help you digitize your process. Let us move on to explore how this can happen. But before that, let's pause a moment. Today, organizations are experiencing increasing complexity in supply chain, logistics, and customer challenges, especially during this crisis. Moreover, the traditional ways of doing business have hampered us from jumping into the digital bandwagon. For example, importers are not able to control and view their own cargo status. They are relying on emails to verify declarations, a lot of manual printout that will cause delay in clearance process. Delay means they could incur storage charges and late delivery. So the big question in the industry is who is causing the delay? Sometimes there are also occasions where customs HS codes are wrongly used, causing unwarranted penalties. The most common issues faced is expired certificates. Bank guarantee is expired or fully consumed without any warnings. Again, the question mark is who is causing the delay? Allow me to share with you today with the launch of SealNet. We want to work with you to address all challenges here and more. In the first industrial revolution, we talk about workflow for digitalization. But today, we need to network the world for clarity, efficiency, and transparency, right? At every level and at every aspect of the business. With that, we bring you digitalization and integration strategies for your business. Connection starts from the buyer and seller. Through our Easy Lens, a service that helps you to automate your trade compliance, provide you with the visibility of real-time trade declaration process, manage and make your manufacturing process more efficient when you set KPIs for your logistics processes, and providing the instant and real-time transactional reports and business intelligence analysis for all your import and export process. Right? Moving onwards, the Easy Lens, from the Easy Lens, data will flow into declaration service for customs, free zones, and even dangerous goods. Information can be shared between Easy Lens and Declare, irregardless who performed the data input. Data can be extracted from your backend system so that no additional input is required. We have a case study whereby 100% of the data is populated from a logistics system to be submitted to authorities. Imagine the time and cost saving the users have experienced thus far. On top of that, information can be reused to generate other transport and port documents automatically. Over time, we have connect and shared information with more trade and logistics related parties so that we could digitally connect everyone through a single platform. Again, moving forward, Not to forget our manifest service. Our digital connector is here to share the data and provide visibility to all stakeholders in this ecosystem. Our Declare and Manifest are the only cloud-based applications available in the market. You can access anytime, anywhere with real-time updates. And you only need to log in once with our proprietary single sign-on facility. Of course, with that, you only need to pay one cost for all this all-in-one application hosted in the cloud. Once you're done with your local compliance requirements, the next thing is you want to share data with your overseas partners, buyers, sellers, and even your overseas logistics partners. Our cross-border exchange service, LogiFlow, comes in, connects you with your overseas partner digitally. You can share data or document which is already inside the platform. You can even have the end-to-end visibility of the shipment and data flow. Doesn't this sound digitally to you? With this, we hope we can help the nation to improve our logistics performance index and also World Bank's ease of doing business in Malaysia, which has been declining over the past few years. Now, let's look at a professional and consultancy service, LogiWise. If you want to do a business with a new destination, you want to know more about the compliance requirements, please talk to us. To help increase your capital for the new business, please talk to us. Right? We have a network of partners locally and internationally to help you address your concerns. Your focus should be on how to increase your business and let the logistics and financial concerns to be handled by experts. Some of you might have concern about when you talk about digitalization in logistics and supply chain. We were forced to recognize the importance of data and manage the flow of data. During this pandemic, with social distancing and lockdowns, we want to make sure two things. One, business continuity. Two, data transfer capabilities. While we work from home, some from the comforts of our bed and sofas, we continue onboarding new partners and require secure and reliable data transfer methods. Our LogiMix is here to assist. Last but not least, visibility of your physical shipment is as important as having real-time visibility of your documents. Let's explore Easy Vista, a smart Internet of Things infrastructure to provide you the full view of your cargo and consignments while they are on the move, whether on the ground, sea, on, or even in a warehouse. You can monitor temperatures, humidity, etc., and so forth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a time for revolution. This is not a single module on its own. This is a suite of services for trade and logistics. And SealNet, as a digital trade connector, have packaged this under one single platform, one single sign-on. Data is being shared among all securely, and visibility is available to everyone in the trade and logistics ecosystem. To facilitate the exchange of import and export data across countries, SealNet has signed up a partnership agreement with our partner to help our customers to fulfill cross-border compliance throughout the 61 custom nodes globally. Now, this is the first of its kind service in Malaysia. This is for all our importers and exporters to enjoy the wonderful world of cross-border trade. This will definitely enhance the trade connectivity and quality of data by using the source data throughout the trade facilitation process. So, through this, we will continue to make trade more accessible, easier, and visible to all. What benefits that SealNet brings to you? This is what we have gathered from industry players. Some players have experienced cost saving up to 8 to 10 ringgit per job. Of course, this is very much dependent on your current process. Some say it's 10 times faster to complete a transaction. You also benefit being able to see the real-time data. You do not have to wait for post-trade activities to get your documents, which may have errors, which may be too late and too costly to rectify. Go digital means you are riding on the latest technology. If you are riding on a digital platform, your system will be up to date with the latest technologies, be it cloud, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, or blockchain. You don't have to be an expert to jump into these technologies. Lastly, and more importantly, you can make sure that this platform will guide you through to comply to any regulatory processes. You cannot be wrong in your compliance process. SealNet's easy onboarding and seamless integration makes this task easy for small businesses to large corporate MNCs. We have received some endorsements from our users. As I said, this platform is not new. It has been tested and verified by close to 200 over users over a period of a year plus, about 1.5 years. They and their customers have benefited from our SealNet platform, and I would like to share some of their experience. By using a digital cloud-based platform, they find it very easy and saves considerable amount of time. They can perform their job and task faster and in a very cost-efficient way. The single sign-on and reusability of data makes their life easier. And they work anytime, anywhere. Especially during this pandemic period, it has been a lifesaver. I would like to take this opportunity here to thank our happy customers for their kind words and taking their time to share their experience with us. We also want to share with you that we do not work in silo. We leverage on partnerships to allow us to complement each other's strengths and customers. We collaborate on projects and services to form a one-stop center for trade and logistics-related processes and requirements. This covers from capital requirement to start business transactions, looking for new customers or vendors, up to completion of the whole cross-border logistics flow. Using latest technologies, we welcome any partnerships that can supplement the values of our customers. Please do get in touch with us. Once again, thank you to all our partners who have the same like-minded like us to help the supply chain and logistics industry. Lastly, I want to thank all of you for being with us today. Please give us an opportunity to offer you a 1-month free trial on this platform. Let's get in touch to know more about this offer. You may also visit our website for more information. With that, thank you for your attention, and I really appreciate that you took the time to be here and be part of our launch.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much to Mr. Niti on his presentation earlier. So everyone who's watching right now, nearly 500 of you joining us this morning, I'd like to say thank you for joining us. So if you have any questions, you can drop your questions later on during the question and answer session. As mentioned earlier, we have a lucky draw session going on in between this virtual launch. So I'm going to bring you to our first lucky draw round number 1. So ladies and gentlemen, to acknowledge your participation in this virtual launch this morning, there'll be 2 lucky draw sessions to be held. I'm going to mention to you the prizes that will be offered in this lucky draw. So we have the grand lucky draw, and the first prize is the Garmin Venu smartwatch. We have the second prize of Sony WH wireless headphones, and we also have the third prize of Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro Bluetooth earbuds. And of course, we're also giving away vouchers from Lazada and also from Starbucks during this lucky draw session. And right now on, we have questions popping up on your screen right now. All you need to do is to answer these 2 questions in this lucky draw round 1, where the winners will be announced later on in the second round. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to highlight there'll be questions popping out right now on the screen. You can actually answer your question for this lucky draw round 1. And then I will be announcing the winners later on in the round 2 of lucky draw. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on to our next guest speaker. Our speaker next will be speaking to you on Business Stay Relevant, Embracing the Trade Digitalization. Our guest speaker is none other, Mr. Alvin Chua, the President of the Federation of Malaysian Freight Forwarders. Please welcome Mr. Alvin.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and salam sejahtera. On behalf of the Federation of Malaysian Freight Forwarders, I would like to extend our appreciation to DNEX and SealNet for inviting us to be part of this official launch of SealNet. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been challenging for most business in the past 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In the logistic and trade facilitation sector, we have not been spared from this disruption caused by the pandemic. The COVID-19 spread to the world has led to lockdowns and border closure that restricted movements of goods. Social distancing at offices and warehouses introduced by authority to ensure the safety of workers also contributed to bottlenecks for freight. A key lesson learned from this pandemic is that we need to be more agile and resilient than ever before. This should be our priority if we are to ensure that we survive and continue sustain in this ever-changing world. Today, global value chain require greater resilience with its future uncharted. It is impossible to know in advance the challenge that may lurk in the future, even post-COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, a key solution to navigate this uncertainty is through digitalization. Digitalization or digital transformation is emerging as the key answer to business resilience and efficiency. Hence, it is imperative for business in our sector to also be on board digitalization. Disruption can come in any form, and we have to review our operation and business model and adapt to the environment to ensure business resilient. To adapt is to survive. As such, digitalization is a business decision that cannot be ignored and should be a key enabler to business sustainability. Digitalization can help transform and change the way we do business, hence making it more resilient and to any form of disruption. In trade, for example, digitalization can help reduce the cost of engaging in international trade, connect businesses and consumers globally, and facilitate coordination of global value chain. Digitalized logistics and trade facilitation allow businesses to respond swiftly and mitigate limitations arising from increased mobility, restrictions, and social distancing. I believe smart logistics and trade facilitation ecosystem are much needed to ensure seamless trade, especially when the e-commerce industry are growing rapidly in the current situation. Ladies and gentlemen, today, from this previous presentation, we had heard about SealNet. This digital trade platform is said to be able to streamline and consolidate operation and improve data communication internally and externally. Some of our members were chosen to run the pilot project with SealNet team and readily agreed that SealNet is equipped with services that can help change the dynamic of the logistic industry. It helps bridge the upstream and downstream processes with data reusability to reduce duplication in processes. SealNet is equipped with service that can help change the dynamic of the logistic industry. SealNet promotes a shared environment to improve internal and external connectivity to digitalize processes and to reduce reliance on physical contact. We are happy to note SealNet team are ever ready to engage with the stakeholders like FMFF and MNSC to listen and improve the requirement to suit our processes. It is my hope that solutions like SealNet can help address pain points and challenges faced in our sector. I have been made to understand that SealNet is offering attractive promotion in conjunction with its official launch, and hence I urge you, especially members of the Federation, to take this opportunity to test the system. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end, let me remind you that we need to look at digitalization in a new way, not simply for today, but to make our tomorrow better because of the changes we make today. Thank you and stay safe. Back to you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much to Mr. Alvin Chua, the President of the Federation of Malaysian Freight Forwarders, for his presentation. So earlier on, I did mention if you have any question or to ask any of our panels, do drop them. And currently, I already received some question, and I have the first question received here. This is from Prunella, and this question will be attention to Inche Azlan. Inche Azlan, if you like to be ready on standby, the question is, can digitalization be accepted by all government agencies, and are they ready? Once again, can digitalization be accepted by all government agencies? Are they ready? Inche Azlan, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Jude. And thank you, Prunella, for the question asked on the virtual platform. I think it's a great question. Yeah, is the government ready, and how would the government embrace digitalization? Just a bit of a background. I think earlier this year, the government came out with the My Digitalization of Malaysia, the initiative. In that initiative, the government has mentioned that the investment put into My Digitalization of Malaysia would be up to 70 billion by the year 2025. Yeah. They will actually have 3 phases in that My Digitalization. Phase 1 which ends in 2022, Phase 2 ends in 2025, and Phase 3 ends in 2030. Yeah. So in that stance, we know that the government is ready to embrace digitalization, and they are aggressively going all out to do it by the year of 2025. Yeah. Saying that, just to give you a bit of perspective as well, from the DNEX perspective, right? We have, as a trade facilitator, looking at National Single Window as well, we are interconnected to 32 other government agencies. We are interconnected to 26 ports. We are connected to about 16 over banks. Yeah. So I think that digitization is already within the government. It's how much more in terms of how they want to actually deep dive into it. Yeah. So hopefully that answers your question, Prunella. Jude, back to you.
Thank you, Encik Azlan, for answering that question. Right. I have another question coming in, and this question is from Krishnan Chelia, and the question is: SealNet will provide the logistics products with business opportunities, or is a threat in the ecosystem? So I believe this question would be best to be answered by Mr. Niti. Mr. Niti. So once again, question from Krishnan Chelia. SealNet will provide the logistics products with business opportunities or a threat in the ecosystem? Can I have Mr. Niti to answer this question, please?
Jude, thank you very much. Mr. Krishnan, a great question from you as well. In today's logistics world, which is becoming tougher and tougher day by day, right? SealNet's idea was concepted, and the whole design of the process was to assist the forwarding agents and their customers to collaborate. Then that's why the B2B platform was generated by Tinex Group, in order to make this additional services available to people in the ecosystem. And that's why we have our APIs, our connectivity processes, our applications, which allow seamless information and to make the data real time for small freight forwarders right up to the big MNC companies, right? For them to collaborate and reduce the work involved in the day-to-day process. You know very well, generating a report on a monthly basis is a tedious process. It takes days. So that's why SealNet platform is there today to assist all of you. Thank you very much. Jude, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Niti. I have some more questions. So this question, it's coming in again. So I would like to ask the question on, are there any grants available for this digitalization solution? So if there's any grant actually, or grants available for this digitalization solution, perhaps can I have Mr. Niti again to answer this question?
Hi, Jude. Yeah, thank you. Yes, SME Business Digitalization Grant, that's between MDEC and BSN, is available, and it's got a 50% of 5,000 ringgit maximum, right? And application is via BSN. Do contact us for details, and we will assist in the application of this grant. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Niti. I have one more question here. We have a few of our guests who are very interested to know more about further information. How can our guests get in touch with SealNet on this? Mr. Niti?
Hi, Jude. Yeah, okay. Good question. Well, the easiest and fastest way of doing that is head on to our website, okay, which is sealnet.com.my. I think it'll be played out later as well. From there, you can access the inquiry form, and our account managers or sales rep will definitely get in touch with you to move further on how this information can be obtained and how the solution actually works for you, to make matters simple. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Niti. And of course, thank you for those who have actually sent in the question. For your information, ladies and gentlemen, if you have just joined in or joining in since earlier on, if your questions are not even answered yet, it'll be answered later on after this event. For your information, before we end this event or virtual launch, there will be a pop-up screen where you can actually scan the QR code to connect with SealNet Personnel Sdn Bhd directly. All right, we're going to move on to our next segment, ladies and gentlemen, which is the lucky draw round number 2. As I mentioned earlier, in the first round. The first round, we already have winners. I have the names here received in my hand. I'd like to announce the round one winners first. All right. Congratulations, going home with a Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro Bluetooth earbuds. I would like to congratulate to Saidatul Akmal. One more time, Saidatul Akmal, you are going home with a Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro Bluetooth earbuds. I also have 5 lucky winners who are going home with the Lazada voucher of worth 50 ringgit. And the 5 winners are Wilson Tan Zen E, Simon Lai, Hikmah Adiba, Matthew Tan, and Muhammad Firdaus. Once again, Wilson Tan, Simon Lai, Hikmah Adiba, Matthew Tan, and Muhammad Firdaus. Congratulations to you. All winners, all of you will be contacted by Dinex personnel after this event. Congratulations to you. Well, if you've not won any prizes, we have our round 2 right now. Questions will be popping up on your screen. We still have the grand prize to be given away, which is the Garmin Venu SQ smartwatch and also Sony WH wireless headphone and another Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro Bluetooth earbuds to be given away. We also have Starbucks vouchers to be given away. So questions will be popping up. You have to answer these questions and winners will be contacted by the next group right after this event. And do not forget also, we are giving away the survey questions where you have to answer them, where the marketing team will actually be contacting you for the winners of the grand lucky draw.